So okay, number 6. So regarding all blessings, with except of Birchas Hamazon, grace after the meal, which we will discuss in 44:11, if one wasn't sure whether he recited them or not, he does not go back and recite them. So we actually said it before, right? But it's like so this is the actual halacha. Greg, could you put us on mute unless you want to talk? Okay, no problem. No, okay, thank you. Okay, so we said that only Birchas Hamazon is a biblical blessing, right? All others are rabbinical. So and we say in case of the doubt. So only if you have a doubt. So you don't recite the blessing second time. There is a solution to the doubt. Just it's not our topic, but quickly. So for example, I started to eat apple, right? And I don't know, and suddenly I realized, so I'm not sure if I say blessing on this apple, right? So so on one hand, as we just mentioned, so I cannot continue eating. I do not know. So if I did not say blessing on this apple, I cannot continue eating. And as we just said right now, in case of the doubt, I cannot say a new blessing. So the simplest solution, is to eat something else, so that was not covered by original apple. For example, in my refrigerator, I have avocado, or I have some nuts that grow on a tree, right? So I can make a blessing on a nut, right? On whatever nuts, on, let's say, pistachio, right? And have in mind that this blessing should cover, if it was not cover original, should cover an apple, right? So in this case, I can continue eat my apple. That's the simple, straightforward solution. Okay, so let's see.
May I ask you something?
Absolutely.
I ate an apple.
Yeah.
And I said I ate, and then I decided to eat later on, like after I finish an apple, I'm gonna eat that pear. Should they say I ate again or not?
Okay. Just summary simple answer. So basically, if you had in mind that you want to eat second apple, or you want to eat a pear, or whatever was it, right? So you don't have to say. Or if it was in front of you, so on your table you have a bowl of fruits, and there is bananas, there's apples, there are pears and stuff like that, plums. So so even if you did not have in mind to eat second fruit, different fruit, so it is covered.
But if I took it from the fridge,
that's the problem. Yes,
then I have to say it again.
Exactly. Unless okay, it's not that simple. So unless it's your custom, so you never eat. Let's say you have grapes, so you wash on only a small cluster of grapes, and you usually eat more. But for some reason you wanted to them to chill a little, right? So in this case they include it. Or if you had in mind that I'm going to eat whatever is in my plate right now, but it's not enough, I want to get more. So in this case, they also included, even though they were in the refrigerator.
Right. So it kind of focuses on the idea that if I had it in mind, then I don't say it. If I did not, then I have to
exactly,
say it.
Exactly. And plus, if it was in front of you, if it was on the table in front of you, so and you saw it, so it is like you had it in mind, because it's very likely that after finish this apple, you would eat pear. Possible.
What if I looked in the fridge and I saw all the fruits, and I took only one, and then later I came back for another one after I finished the first one?
No, that's I would say he would need to say a different blessing.
Okay.
Okay, that's the class I wanted to start on Wednesday. Beezrat HaShem, when we have time, so we're going to have a class, if you want to, on only on blessings, what we say on blessings. That's a separate topic, very like separate topic. Okay, with all of the details. Okay, so that's why I am trying to answer you in a short answer, but there are more to it, much more to it than I answer. But for now, let's say that's enough to survive for now. Okay. So continue. So let me start from the beginning. So it says regarding all of the blessings, and commentaries say this includes blessing recited before and after the eating. So whether he did not say before he started eating this apple or he ate apple, right, and he does not remember if he made the after blessing, right? So also like very very short. So he also can eat the pear that was not included in the bracha on the apple, right? And after and say the blessing after the pear, and have in mind that if I did not say the after blessing on my apple, it should also be included. That's like basic rationale. So and says except those who birchas hamazon, grace of the meal, as will be discussed below, section 44. Commentary. Unlike the commentary 24. Unlike other blessings, the obligation of recite birchas hamazon is a biblical, not rabbinical origin. Okay, as we said before, see Mishnah Brura regarding ala mechiyah. So after this mizoines that we eat, blessing, see Mishnah Brura regarding blessing of the Torah. Okay, so we're going to get to it. If somebody forgot to say the blessing of the Torah, or he's not sure. Forgot is simple. So if he is not sure if he said it blessing of the Torah or not. As we know, we're not allowed to learn Torah without the first reciting the blessing. Okay. So continue. This Kitzur. If one was unsure whether he recited them or not, he does not go back to recite them. Okay. So as we said before, commentary 25, to recite the blessing is in this situation is not only unnecessary, it is forbidden. So as we said, that's the original definition of bracha v'latala. Bracha for no reason. It's like somebody said the blessing on an apple and put the apple down and did not eat it. That's a big problem. Okay, and that's actually a parallel with what we're talking about in our Shabbos class, right? So if a blessing is said on a wine, on a Kiddush wine, somebody must drink it. Otherwise, it's going to be a blessing in vain. Okay.